Good morning and welcome to AICF. It's time for the announcements. We are so happy and blessed to have you in our fellowship this morning. Okay, so here are the announcements. As for the ministry break, congratulations! There is no longer going to be that much of a ministry break. We are still going to have a break from our additional extra ministries. However, the main church and the children's churches are all coming back, and that means that we are going to be allowed back as well. So, next Sunday on July 5th, welcome back. We will be having service in the AICF room at 11 o'clock, our normal time, but we do need to follow the same social distancing guidelines that the rest of the church is following. And that means 4 specific things, and let me go through them with you a little bit one by one, okay? So first, at the entrance, everybody needs to do a temperature check. And we will have deacons who are working on the temperature check. And everybody also needs to sign in with your personal information just in case there's any kind of spread of coronavirus. They need to be able to track down the people who attended the service. And also we will have disinfectant available, and you need to disinfect your hands. That is at the entrance. Entrance one more time, temperature check, sign in, disinfect your hands. Now, once we go inside the building, inside the worship space, you need to wear a mask at all times. We need to maintain a space between people, and all of the spots that you are allowed to sit are marked on the benches already. Please only sit in the designated seats. And we will have deacons who are helping people to their seats and getting people ready, and just making sure that we maintain a space between people. And then after the service, you need to leave quickly. We cannot stay around. We cannot hang out. Group meetings are not allowed in the church. We just need to leave quickly, clean up quickly, get out quickly. I know that you're pretty good at that so far, so just continue to leave quickly. And yeah. Okay, and here are some notes. So kids can come. If you have kids, you can bring your kids. Children's church is going to be running, and it's going to run at the same time that our church is going to run. So from 11 to 12, the kids service will run, and it's recommended that you put your kids in the kids service, but they need to also do the same temperature check, sign in, wear a mask, disinfect their hands, maintain space between them, etc., etc. So you can bring your kids, but if you're still worried about, COVID-19, the virus or anything, you're welcome to stay home. We'll see what we're going to do about some online stuff. I will at least make the sermon available. It may not be a video, but at least we'll have the sermon available. It may be a day late because we're going to be recording it on Sunday, and so it may be a day late, but you can still participate in that way if you can't come on Sunday. And one more note of caution, there are only going to be about 51 seats in our sanctuary, and I don't think that we're going to be allowed to let in many more people than 51. So basically, I think it's going to be first come, first served, first come, first seated. So if you make it early, then you can have a seat, and if you make it late, then I do believe that the doors may be locked and you may not be able to get in. And that's mostly because of the social distancing. We need to maintain social distancing to prevent the further spread of COVID-19 in Korea. We are definitely very thankful for the way the Korean government has handled this situation so far. It has not spread in Korea as much as it has in many other places. And so that's why we need to remember that this is an issue of public safety, public health, and that's why we're going to follow these rules. Okay? So anyway, if you feel like you can follow these rules, and if you are eager to get back to church and see some people, and if you are not too worried about COVID-19, then we would welcome you back next Sunday. The worship team will be there, the pastor will be there, and the deacons will be there. And so we would love to welcome you back and say hello, and instead of a handshake and a hug, maybe we'll give you a fist bump or something like that, a high five after disinfecting your hands. But we would love to see you next Sunday on July 5th if you can make it. So we'll see you there. And one more time, if you cannot make it, and if you would like to give tithes or offerings, this is the bank account for that. So now let's stand for the Lord's Prayer.